While the United States reported a robust GDP growth rate of 3% in the second quarter of 2023, certain Christian-majority nations have exhibited even more impressive economic trajectories. For example, Zambia saw a 31% increase in congregations, highlighting substantial growth in its Christian population, alongside notable economic development. Similarly, the Democratic Republic of the Congo experienced a 21% increase in congregations, indicating notable church growth and economic progress. As we observe Europe's challenges, including issues like immigration and rising costs of living, it's intriguing to note that several nations are not only maintaining their Christian heritage, but are also experiencing rapid growth. In today's video, we'll explore the top 10 fastest-growing Christian-majority countries, delving into the measures and actions they've undertaken to achieve such remarkable progress. Number 10. Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe, a country in southern Africa, is home to around 16 million people, of which approximately 85% identify as Christians. This nation is seeing steady growth in its Christian community, which is deeply rooted in its cultural and social structures. But what's driving this trend? Despite economic challenges, Zimbabwe remains resilient and its people are embracing faith as a source of hope and unity. Economically, Zimbabwe is on a gradual recovery path, with sectors like agriculture and mining leading the way. Christianity plays a significant role in community building here, with churches often doubling as places of education, healthcare, and social services. The country has also witnessed a rise in Pentecostal movements, attracting many young people. But how is this possible in a country that has faced years of political and economic instability? The answer lies in the strength of its communities and the role of religion in providing stability and purpose. With an increasing number of new churches being built and the active involvement of Christians in addressing societal challenges, Zimbabwe's Christian community continues to thrive. Wait for the next country, which includes some you might not even know about, growing faster than expected, and not just economically, but also spiritually. Number 9. Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone, located in West Africa, has a population of about 8 million, with Christians making up around 10% of the population. Although it may seem like a small percentage, the Christian population here is growing steadily. What's fascinating is how faith has become a unifying factor in a nation with a history of civil war and recovery. Economically, Sierra Leone is growing, with improvements in its infrastructure and investment in industries like agriculture and fisheries. Christianity's growth here is tied to the work of missionaries and local communities, who focus on education and healthcare. Many schools and clinics are run by Christian organizations, contributing to the betterment of society. Why is Christianity growing in a predominantly Muslim country? One reason is the peaceful coexistence between religions, allowing people to explore faith freely. Another reason is the role of Christian organizations in empowering the youth and addressing pressing social issues. As the economy grows, so does the reach of Christianity, creating a brighter future for its people. Number 8. Liberia. Liberia, a small nation on Africa's west coast, has a population of around 5 million people, with nearly 85% identifying as Christians. This country has deep Christian roots, with faith playing a significant role in its culture and history. But how has Christianity continued to grow in recent years? Liberia's economy is slowly recovering thanks to investments in mining, agriculture, and infrastructure. Churches in Liberia are not just places of worship, they are also hubs of community support. From education to disaster relief, the Christian community actively contributes to the well-being of the population. One key driver of Christianity's growth in Liberia is its young population. Many youths are drawn to vibrant church services and community activities, which offer a sense of belonging and hope. The rise of Pentecostal and evangelical movements has also added energy to Liberia's Christian landscape. Let's talk about the resilience of a country rebuilding itself through faith and community. Christianity is growing hand in hand with Liberia's progress, setting the stage for a brighter future. Number 7. Mozambique. Mozambique, located on the southeastern coast of Africa, has a population of 33 million, with Christians making up around 56%. While it's a predominantly Christian nation, the country's economic growth story is what truly stands out. Over the past decade, Mozambique has become a hotspot for natural gas production. Massive offshore reserves have attracted significant foreign investment, particularly from global energy giants. The country is now one of the fastest-growing LNG liquefied natural gas exporters in the world. Additionally, agriculture plays a vital role, employing the majority of its workforce and contributing heavily to exports like cashews, sugar, and cotton. Infrastructure development is another key factor. New ports, highways, and power plants are being built, improving connectivity and energy access. Tourism is also gaining momentum, thanks to Mozambique's stunning beaches and unique wildlife. The country's economic future looks bright, as these sectors continue to expand rapidly. Wait for the next country where economic growth is breaking records, and they are Christian too. Number 6. Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC. The Democratic Republic of Congo, or DRC, is a Christian-majority nation, with a population exceeding 100 million. With about 95% identifying as Christians, the country's faith-based unity is complemented by its massive economic potential. The DRC is one of the richest countries in the world in terms of natural resources. It holds vast reserves of cobalt and copper, both essential for global industries like electronics and electric vehicles. Mining alone accounts for a significant portion of its GDP, with companies from China, the US, and Europe heavily investing in the sector. Agriculture also plays a major role, contributing to food security and exports. Efforts to improve infrastructure, such as roads and ports, are slowly helping the country become more connected, aiding trade and commerce. With its abundant resources and a growing focus on modernization, the DRC is emerging as a key player in Africa's economic growth. Number 5. Zambia. Zambia, a landlocked southern African country, has a population of over 20 million, with Christians making up about 95%. While faith is central to Zambian society, it's the country's economic growth that's grabbing attention globally. The mining industry is the backbone of Zambia's economy. The nation is one of the world's leading copper producers, with demand for this metal skyrocketing due to its use in green energy and electronics. This has brought billions in foreign investment, fueling economic expansion. Beyond mining, the government has prioritized agriculture and tourism as part of its diversification efforts. Large-scale farming and agribusiness are on the rise, while tourist attractions like Victoria Falls are drawing international visitors. Infrastructure upgrades, including new road networks and power projects, are also driving growth. Number 4. Malawi. Malawi, the warm heart of Africa, has a population of around 20 million, with more than 80% identifying as Christians. This small but vibrant nation is showing steady economic growth, thanks to its focus on key sectors. Agriculture remains Malawi's economic backbone, contributing nearly 30% of its GDP. The country is a major exporter of tobacco, tea, and sugar, which provide essential foreign exchange earnings. In recent years, government initiatives have aimed to modernize the agricultural sector, with better technology and infrastructure. Additionally, small-scale businesses are thriving, and tourism is emerging as an important industry. Efforts to improve education, healthcare, and transportation networks are also boosting productivity and creating new opportunities for growth. While still facing challenges, Malawi's progress highlights its determination to build a stronger economy. Number 3. Tanzania. Tanzania, located in East Africa, has a population of over 67 million people, with Christians making up around 61%. While religion plays a big part in the nation's identity, its economic transformation is equally impressive. One of Tanzania's most significant growth drivers is tourism. The country is home to the Serengeti National Park, Mount Kilimanjaro, and the stunning Zanzibar Islands, attracting millions of visitors every year. Tourism contributes over 10% to Tanzania's GDP and continues to expand, especially as global travel recovers. Agriculture also plays a vital role, employing about 65% of the population. Crops like coffee, tea, and cashews are major exports. Additionally, the government has been investing in industrialization, particularly in textiles and manufacturing, to diversify the economy. Infrastructure projects, including new highways and ports, are further improving trade and boosting growth. Wait for the next country, where economic growth is even more surprising, and it's taking remarkable steps forward. Number 2, Nepal. Nepal, nestled in the Himalayas between India and China, has a population of about 30 million people. While Christians make up a smaller percentage of the population, around 1.5%, the country is experiencing notable economic growth in several sectors. Tourism is a major contributor to Nepal's economy. Known for Mount Everest and its stunning trekking routes, the country draws adventure enthusiasts and cultural tourists from all over the world. This has created jobs and increased foreign exchange earnings significantly. Hydropower is another booming industry. With its abundant rivers, Nepal has been harnessing hydroelectric energy, which not only meets domestic power needs, but also generates export revenues from neighboring countries like India. Additionally, the government has been focusing on remittances, with millions of Nepalese working abroad and sending money back home, which has bolstered the economy. Infrastructure development, particularly roads and bridges in rural areas, is helping connect the nation's economy and facilitate trade. Nepal is on a steady path toward modernizing its economy while preserving its unique cultural heritage. Number 1, Iran. Finally, top on our list we have Iran, a country with a population of over 88 million people. While Iran is predominantly Muslim, the Christian population makes up a small yet significant group. Interestingly, Iran is experiencing growth in several economic sectors, despite facing international sanctions and challenges. Iran's economy is heavily supported by its energy sector. The country has vast reserves of oil and natural gas, making it one of the top energy producers globally. Exports to nations like China and other Asian countries provide a critical source of revenue. Beyond energy, Iran is also investing in technology and manufacturing. The automobile industry, for instance, is a growing sector, producing vehicles for both domestic use and export. Additionally, agriculture remains a key pillar, with products like saffron, pistachios, and fruits contributing to both the economy and global exports. Despite its challenges, Iran's ability to leverage its natural resources, skilled labor, and emerging industries showcases its resilience and potential for continued economic growth. If you found this video interesting, you're going to love our next one, where we dive into a truly surprising topic: 10 Islamic countries where Christianity is growing rapidly. Have you ever wondered how Christianity is flourishing in Muslim-majority nations, even in the face of cultural and religious challenges? That video uncovers the fascinating stories and data behind this trend. It's packed with valuable insights and incredible information that you won't hear anywhere else. Trust me, it's an eye-opener. If you're curious about what's driving this unexpected growth, this video will show you the answer. So don't miss out. Click on it right now and discover something truly remarkable.